Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the recap. Today is August 12th. Sorry I didn't make recaps for the last 4 or 5 days. It's just been very hectic at my day job, so just didn't have a chance to, make recaps. Also, family stuff and taking care of other things. So just a bit of everything. But I'm back. I want to show you kind of like the last 4 or 5 days of, my P&L, I guess you can say. So pretty much, so 12th, which was today, I'm actually up $115. 11th, I was down $83. On the 10th, I had no trade. I just wasn't well rested, so I didn't trade on the 10th. On the 7th, I made 170, and then on the 6th, I was down $41. So on the month so far, I'm up $603. It's just a slow month so far, and not just being extra cautious. So yeah. So like I said, today I'm up $115. If you look down here, you'll see over here as well, $115 and some change. So let's go over, you know, my routine. As I come to my desk, I always pull up my gap scanner and I see the stocks that are gapping up. So today was I was watching BOXL, IGC, EYEG, AMTX, PEIX, and I believe a couple other ones. So let's look at first IGC, right? IGC was the one that it actually did very good. So it got halted like a few times. So I got in this stock, I believe around maybe it was around. Let me check my entry on this stock. So if I go here to my orders and I come down, IGS, I got in at 111, 110, and I sold some at 118, sold some at 129, and then sold some at 131. So 110, I think it was, right? So if I come up here, I got in around for the break of kind of like this area right here I was expecting, because you can see in pre-market that was kind of like resistance, and same thing over here. So as it came back around, I got in again. It wasn't a clear perfect setup, but I can tell based on the volume how we get high volume, then it started decreasing, then started picking up. That's when, okay, looking at all these things, it was an entry for me. I got in and I sold up on the rip up. Obviously I sold way too early because this went all the way to $2, and then if we come back right now, this went all the way up to 240, kind of like where it was over here, I think. Well, yeah, well, a bit more. So that was a good one for me. But let's see on my other stocks that I had that I traded. So IGC I made about 220, but then BOXL I lost some, AMTX I lost some, ABUS I lost some. So kept my losers very small, and because of that, I was able to come out green. So if you look at ABUS, right, this stock, I mean, literally, if you look at it, this was a good short. So look, I mean, you could have gotten for right to green move. I think that's what I did, and I lost on it because of this, right? Usually it's a short if this broke the low of day, which is around this area right here, right? So once we saw this, big red candle, that's shorts got in and just took this thing down. So that was that. So that's a pretty good pattern right here on the short side. And the next thing was AMTX. Let's check out that one. This one was a whippy stock. That's why I didn't trade much after I lost a small amount on it. AMTX, let's see if we go here and let's find it. AMTX, so I'm down here just trying to see where my entry was. It was at 314, 315, getting in and out. Okay, so AM 314, 315. Yeah, so it was for the break of this part right here. I think when I got in here, it failed, so that's when I think lost some on it. But eventually when this came around, it broke. But even then, there were a lot of upper wicks and bottom wicks. It was kind of whippy, so I didn't want to take a chance, and I stayed away from it. So at that point, it's if you don't feel confident, I mean, at least for me, if I don't feel confident, I do not take the trades, even though if it's my setup. But if I see there's wicks and upper wicks and bottom wicks, I do not take those setups, even if it turned out good, right? Because more than often they might fail than actually working out, right? So that was that, and then what else was there? I think BOXL was the other one. BOXL, yeah, BOXL was. I think it took me like a few tries or whatnot. So BOXL, I got in around 248, 251, getting in and out. And same thing, getting in and out, around 250 area. This had a huge seller around like 260 mark, I believe. So that's the reason why I couldn't really break out. So if we go back, yeah, it was around this area. I think I got in and it kind of broke and it came back down. I think this was the area I tried to get in and then it didn't work, right? And eventually kind of broke, but then there was a big seller and then that seller didn't break. So bulls, I think, got caught up, and then from there it was just downhill. So you can tell by this big green volume, but at the time, if you looked at the level 2, there was a huge seller, right? And yeah, those are the things you got to watch out for. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Today was not bad. I'm keeping my days small right now, just because it's summertime. Things don't always work out, so it's better to have smaller green days than those big days that I used to have, which were in the $300, $400, $200. So yeah, let's wait for the summer to pass by. So hopefully things will get more consistent and more predictable. Other than that, you guys know, right? I always post my watch list on Twitter. If you come up here, I posted it here: IGC, BOXL, EYEG, AMTX, and ABUS. So definitely subscribe to my channel, guys, and also my Twitter. They're both in the description. And like the videos as well. That helps me and the channel out. So other than that, hopefully you guys are green, and I will see you guys tomorrow.